Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Motion man left is Kirk. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Griffin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Griffin. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run again with Jackson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Griffin. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw is RG3. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Moon. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Moon. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Calvin Johnson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, and they'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes You got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On third down, here's Bo. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 34. About ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And some room to run now. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back to throw. Moon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Keep it up. Your ball, baby. Yeah, let's go, man. Take it to him.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Moon. Short throw complete to Gronkowski. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Sly able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Griffin. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Griffin. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you give that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay up.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you just...
Gronkowski's going to go. Touchdown, Vikings. Rob Gronkowski, 83 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Griffin. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at 7. Now it's Griffin. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
On 1st and 10, Moon. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Moon. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Vic, he's going to change things up. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Vic. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They will indeed go for it. Vic. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, a pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
And here's another